This is Lisa Connors again from the Office of Public Affairs, and we're going to talk to you about absentee voting. We're here today at the Providence Community Center, which will be one of the 10 locations that begins absentee voting countywide tomorrow. So here to tell you a little bit more about what's going to be happening tomorrow is Cameron Cessnett, our General Registrar.
Well, thanks, Lisa. So great to be out here today. Obviously, as you mentioned, tomorrow we begin absentee voting throughout the entire county. We started last week with absentee voting in our office at the main government center, but because of the significant volume that we're expecting for this election, we're opening 9 other locations starting tomorrow, October 1st. And this here, Providence Community Center, is one of them, and we want to make sure that people have an opportunity to get out and cast their ballot before the election if they're qualified.
Sure. Can you tell us a little bit more about the other 9 locations that are going to be open starting tomorrow?
Yep, so as you mentioned, 9 locations. So Providence Community Center right here, as well as Franconia Governmental Center, Mason Governmental Center, McLean Governmental Center, Mount Vernon Governmental Center, the North County Governmental Center, Sully Governmental Center, West Springfield Governmental Center, and the Lorton Library.
And is there something we should know about the Lorton Library? I know they have very specific hours.
So Lorton Library, well, all of our locations on Saturdays will be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday. Lorton Library will only be open for Saturdays. Now, our other 9 locations will be open throughout the week beginning on October 17th. And those hours will vary a little bit, so we have those hours on our website at fairfaxcounty.gov/elections.
Okay, great. And also, folks should also go to our website, fairfaxcounty.gov/elections, for all the hours, locations, and dates. There's a lot of dates that we have with our election process, and so it's important for you to take a look before you would come out to vote. Can you tell us about some other deadlines that we should be aware of, or special dates this year?
So October 17th, very important deadline, as it's the same day that we begin the weekdays in-person voting by absentee. It's also the day and the deadline to register or update your voter registration. So you need to make sure that you're on our roll so that you can participate in the process. November 1st is the last day to request an absentee ballot by mail. So make sure if you want one sent to you, have it into our office no later than the 1st. Although we're really recommending people get well ahead of that deadline, because the mail can take a little bit longer than a week, which will be November 8th, which is the day that you have to have it back to our office, which is also Election Day. So those are the most important dates right there, but really what we're focusing on is tomorrow everybody gets a chance, if they're commuting, which is one of the reasons that you can absentee vote, that we'll now have Saturdays available to vote in person.
Okay. And Cameron, can you tell us a little bit more about there's 19 reasons why someone might be eligible to vote absentee. Can you just expand on what some of those reasons are?
So like I said, commuting is one of the big ones. We know we struggle with that a lot here in Northern Virginia. But if you're going to be away out of the county or the country on an election day for any personal business or vacation, you qualify. If you have a disability or an illness that prohibits you from being able to come to your polling place on election day, you can absentee vote as well. And if you're attending college outside of the county, you qualify as well. And there's, again, a full 19 reasons why you qualify, and I highly recommend that folks go to our website and check to see if they are able to qualify for one of those 19 reasons.
Great. So I have a really long commute, and I'm going to be working a lot of hours on election day. What do I need to know to bring or to be prepared for when I come to absentee vote?
Yeah, so in-person absentee voting is almost similar to the process on election day. You're going to show up at one of the locations. You do need to bring a photo ID with you, just as you would on election day. So that can be an employer-issued photo ID, driver's license, Virginia driver's license, or it could be a passport or any other government-issued ID. We do have a full list of acceptable IDs on our website, so if you're looking for that information about our hours and locations, you can find out other information about your IDs as well.
Okay, terrific. We talked to you last week from the Government Center, where we were just starting absentee voting. We've had some very robust numbers that are coming out from people who have already voted in Fairfax County. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on with that?
Yeah, so our first week we saw about 1,500 in-person voters. That's not including today, Friday, and we're expecting to see a few more today. And we've sent out over 25,000 absentee ballots in the mail. So there's a lot of activity, and that's pretty much double from what we saw in 2012. So we're really anticipating a good, robust turnout. We're excited that we have all the opportunities and ability for people to participate in the process, especially
reminder, we're going to be expanding to 10 sites countywide for absentee voting beginning Saturdays. Tomorrow is the first Saturday, and the last day of absentee voting is Saturday, November 5th. That's the last day of absentee in-person voting is Saturday, November 5th. And where can people go for more information?
So the best place for information is going to be our website, which is fairfaxcounty.gov/elections. If you don't have access to a computer, you can give us a phone call, 703-222-0776. And of course, if anybody wants to, they can always stop into our office and talk to us in person.
Great. Thank you for watching, and please look for more information of what's going on with the election in Fairfax County. Thank you.